श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव कृषितो नास्ति दुर्भिक्षम्.
This is Nivan Sharma speaking about the Krishi shastra, a presentation on the traditional Indian agriculture practices. This is Nivan.
Bharatavarsha is the land of the Vedas. It is cradle of sages and seas, rishis and munis well versed in scientific knowledge with capability more than the modern day scientists whose knowledge was bind with the wisdom. The Vedas and the Samskrita Vangma is an encyclopedia of all the social and the scientific concepts which are useful for prosperous and peaceful life. And agriculture is mentioned in various texts of Indian of Hindus. They are the four Vedas and Kashyapa Krishi Paddhati, the Artha Shastra, Manusmriti. The Krishi Shastra itself is known as Krishi, means the work or to do, and Shastra means science, science of doing the agriculture. It is also known as the Sasyaveda. And the Krishaka, who was in the ancient times, had a knowledge of the Panchangam and the irrigation sources and other than rainfall, building them, manure preparation, pollination, etc. Hence, the modern the sciences of meteorology, hydrology, soil sciences, irrigation techniques, and all were known to him. And the father of Indian Green Revolution, Mr. M.S. Swaminathan, has introduced hybrid variety of grains to meet the food necessity in India, but he never asked anyone to exploit the natural resources. But it was done by the greediness of the businessmen and the farmers. The chemical fertilizers make plants consume more quantity of nutrients in the less time and give less time for nourishing of soil. So it contaminates the nearby soil and also it causes ecological imbalance. The Krishi Karma must be explored and combined with the modern sciences to get a sustainable agriculture development. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhava. Yajnat bhavanti parjanyo yajna karma samadhava. The Bhagavad Gita tells that the food came from the life came from the food and the food came from the rains and the rains came from the yajna and the yajna came from the Vedas. Vedas are coming from the Paramatma and the Paramatma is in the yajnas and the yajnas and the Anna are the same Annam Parabrahmaswar. The history of Indian agriculture is 12,000 years according to the modern scientists, but it is not known as the age of Vedas is eternal. So is the age of agriculture. According to Markandeya Purana, Bhagavad Brahma is the inventor of agriculture. But according to Atharva Veda, Rig Veda, Vishnu Mahapurana, the Prithvi Vainya is the brave king who was the founder of the Krishi Vidya and who is the in the lineage of Vaivasvata. The Atharva Veda tells that Indradeva and Vayudeva are the first farmers. And Rig Veda says that Devata Gan came to the earth and they cleared the forest with the axe and started the agriculture. Anna Deva Kalvimani Bhutani Jayanti Annena Jatani Jivanti. The Krishna Yajurveda verse says that life came from food and life exists by consuming the same food. The requirements of the agricultural land, farmers, quality seeds, agriculture development, sunshine, water, manure, and insecticides. Land resources, there are two types of land, Apnaspati and Artana. The fertile and the arid, they are also known as Ushara and Anushara, and they are known as Urvanu in the Atharva Veda, and the crops grown are called as Urvaryu. And the farmers, they are the main energy, they are called as Kshetrapati. And Brihat Parashara tells that the farmer is the main source of income for the kings, and he helps all the four Varnas, and the four Varnas in return must help him for doing the agriculture by building canals, reservoirs, performing pujas or yajnas in protection of agriculture, donating money, safeguarding cattle, and donating the required cattle to the farmers. He is the real protector of the reservoirs. And Kashva Maharshi about the quality seeds tells that Brahmadev created the seeds and gave it to the people. And now, if you are growing a crop, now while selecting the seeds, you have to look at the seeds which are free from the rodents and everything, and it should be kept in a safe place, and it should be dried and ripened one. Agricultural equipment, they had many standards in the previous era, and Kashyapa Maharshi in his Kashyapa Krishi is Samhita tells about that. And he tells about the plow that it has of 8 parts: Isha, Yuga, Sthano, Niryola, Niryola Basika, and Ardachala, Shola, Pachani. And it had some standards. If it does not meet the standards, the hull is not useful. Various suktas of Rigveda, such as Kshetrapati, Parjanya, etc., tell about the gods who are the reason for the rainfall. But the Yajurveda hymns tells that Indra, Marut, Agni, and Surya are the ones who maintain the climate and they cause the rainfall. And the small water drops are called as Abna. And the above verse tells the Taittiriya Samhita that barley is ripened in summer, Oshati in some staple crops in winter, Vehi in autumn, and beans, urad, and in the autumn season. Manure, insecticides, and fertilizers. The Kautilya Saptashastra mentions that small fish, milk of a plant called snayu, seud, waste, sugarcane, ghee, milk, honey, and also powdered bones can be used as the manure. Natural fertilizers Jivamritam, Bijamritam, and this Neemastra, Brahmastra, Dashaparni are called the insecticides. Government has given many initiatives under the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, and they are giving some initiatives. This is the Komanuru Canal near Tenali, and this area is going to be in the capital corridor. So this area may be exploited, and here organic farming plays an important. These are the types of cereals which are mentioned in the Taittiriya Samhita's Sri Rudram, and these are the pujas done by some purohits using the grains, and this is the tradition of Telangana in performing marriages in other than the Vaishyas and the Brahmanas. And this is called as Polu. This is the yajnas performed for the Lok Kalyana. And this is the Ahobilam, where the drought is present and the water facility is not presently available. This is Mannevagu near Devarkad. Thank you, everyone and all, for giving me this chance.